I asked on Facebook, I think it was last week, whether anyone wanted basics for beginners tutorials for crochet, and it came back that a lot, well not a lot, the majority did. I'm just setting up what I need as well. So now start off by discussing the actual hooks and yarn first. Now when I first started to learn to crochet, my 9 gave me a 5mm hook to start off with, and I find that a lot of patterns call for a 5mm because I don't know why, they just do. I'm not an expert. Before I go on, these are just tips that I've learned as I was going. So yeah, I started off with a 5mm hook, and I've now accumulated quite a few more. So this one here is an 8mm. You want to use that for more chunky, thick yarns. The chunkier the hook, the chunkier the actual yarn or wool. The other thing you will definitely need is a pair of scissors. Now I'm just using kids crafting scissors, but they're quite sharp, they do the job, and they're quite small, so they fit in my bag. Now I'm going to be using this green. It's more vibrant than for some reason on my camera. I don't know if it's the lighting, because I think that you can see it well on the actual camera if it's going to focus. Now for this thickness of yarn, you can either use a 5mm, or what I prefer to use is a 4mm. But I'm going to use a 5 just because it'll make the loops a bit bigger for you to be able to see them. So I'll put them to one side. Okay. So the first thing you want to gauge, and everyone is different, is how you hold your hook. Now I'm trying to think. I tend to hold my hook like this, like you would a fork, and my yarn in this hand. Now obviously you want to be able to cast on first, and to do that you're going to want to do a slip knot. Now the way I do a slip knot is these 2 fingers, and you wrap the yarn over and over again, and then you trap this bit with that finger and this bit with that thumb. Over, over, up, like that, and this will make you a slip knot. So I'll do that again slowly. So you want to go wrap around 2 fingers, and you want to pull this one over this one, then that one over that one again, and pull this bit up. So that's how you make a slip knot. And then what you want to do is get your hook, go in and pull it tight. So you just pull it, and it'll basically loosen off and tighten up. So that's your slip knot. Now I'm going to show you how to do different stitches, but I'm just going to do it in a straight line. That's your basic. So once you've got these stitches, it'll be quite easy to follow. So first you want to chain, which is you hold your yarn in this hand, your hook in this hand, and you want to take it over backwards, and then hold this with these finger and thumb and pull that top one through that bottom one, and that creates like a loop. So back to front and through, back to front and through, back to front and through, and keep practicing that until you get the hang of doing it. So over the back and through. Now a lot of people move their hook like this. What you want to do is when you're bringing it through, make sure that the hook is facing towards where this here is, because it makes it so much easier to grasp than if you're trying to do it obviously like that. Just pull it through. So like that. Yeah, so once you've practiced doing that and got the hang of doing that, you can then practice doing double crochets. That's the UK term. In a US term it'd be a single, but in a UK it's a double. Right, so you see here how you've got all these little loops. They're your chains that you're going to be working into. Yeah, you see it here? Okay, so once you've done a chain of however long you want to do it, I'm just doing this because it's just going to be for a tutorial. Now I always skip the first one because that acts as your first double. So what you want to do is take your hook and put it in the middle of your chain. So you've got 2 on the hook. You want to go back to front, pull through the first, so you've still got 2 on your hook. Back to front, pull through both of those loops. So that's your first double or US single. So you want to go in through the loop, and then you want to go around the back, pull that through, and then you want to go around the back and pull through 2. Okay, so you want to get your next one here. And just practice that a few times till you get the hang of it. And then when that feels comfortable, then you could move on to the second. It's just that I think that if you try and do too much in one go, you're going to get confused. That's what I did. So I had to slow down and practice what I was actually doing. Okay. So through, over, up, through 2. So through, round the back, through 1, round the back, through 2. So I'm going to carry on to the end of this, and then when I've got to the end of this one, I will move on to UK trebles, US doubles. Okay, so I've got to the end now, and as you can see, each one of those doubles or US singles has created like a V shape at the top. Yeah, now these are your stitches that you're going to want to work into. But every time you start a new round, you want to chain 1 and turn your work so it's on this side. Okay, now to do a UK treble and a US double, you want to chain another one, because that, and another one actually, you want to chain another 2, because that classes, can't speak, classes is your first one. So you've got your 2, which is your double, and then your top, which is your stitch. To do a double, you want to go round the back, go into the loop, yeah, so it's into the V, pull 1 through, no, start again. You want to yarn around the back, go in through this first V here, and then you want to make sure the yarn's over the back and pull that through. So you've got 3 on your actual hook. And what you want to do is go around the back and pull through the first 2, round the back and pull through the last 2. And that is a US double, UK treble. So you want to go around the back, find that V and put your hook through it, then your yarn around the back, pull it through, yarn around the back, pull through the first two, yarn around the back, pull through the last two. It helps if your wool is not rolling around everywhere. Okay, so again, yarn on the back, in through these V's, yarn around the back, I don't know where my hands are going, yarn around the back, pull through, so you got 3 on your hook, yarn around the back, pull through the first 2, yarn around the back, pull through the last 2. So if you carry on practicing that one, you can pause, you can go back as many times as you need to. To see, until you get the hang of it. It's not going to come easy as like just following this video and then thinking that it's going to come naturally. Some it does, some it doesn't. And the more practice you put in, the better you will get. And I wish I'd kept some of my really first time crochet projects because they are not the best looking. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert now, but I have improved enough to be able to feel like I can share some of the stuff I know. Okay, just now what I'm going to do is I'm going to purposely drop a loop, okay? So if I do this and go in here and do that, and then I accidentally do that, it's not the end of the world. If your hook comes out, it's not the end of the world. If you start to unravel, just pick it back up where you can and carry on. Another common one that I find happens is this. So if you go in, pull up, and a lot of people, no, I can't even do it on purpose now. A lot of people end up with 3 still after they've taken the first one off. Again, don't panic, just undo. Or what you can do is, if you just, I can't even do it on purpose, if you just take the first one off, if you're able to, and you can see, just take that second one off again and then go through the last 2. It's just about picking it up and not panicking. The more you panic, the more it unravels. I found that out the hard way. So keep practicing the UK treble, UK double, US double. I keep getting confused, I'm trying to teach in 2 different things. So it's yarn around the back, through that loop there, yarn around the back, pull through, so you've got 3 on your hook, yarn around the back, through 2, yarn around the back, through 2. And then I'll carry on till I get to the end of this one, and then I will teach you the UK double treble and the US treble. I find that the US is one behind, if that makes sense. So this is a treble in the UK, but the next one up is a treble in the US. You'll see what I mean. So I've now got something that looks like this with the V's on the top. So you see how these ones are taller than the first ones we did, but they also have gaps. So that is a lot tighter, but this is a lot taller. Depends on what project you're working on for what type you want. So again, I'm gonna now, because I'm doing a US treble and a UK double treble, I want to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to turn again so that the work's on this side. Now to do a double treble, you want to go around the back once and then go around the back again, so you've got 3 on your hook before you even start. And then you want to, like you did in the last round, go in through that V shape and pull around the back this yarn up. So now you've got 4. So you want to go yarn around the back and pull through the first 2, yarn through the back and pull through another 2, yarn around the back and pull through the last 2. And again, that's taller even still. So do that again. You're going to want to yarn around the back, yarn around the back again, go into the next V shape, make sure the yarns are on the back of the hook, pull up a loop. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to yarn around the back, through the first 2, yarn around the back, through the next 2, yarn around the back and through the last 2. So these are a lot taller, which leaves a lot more of a gap. So yarn over twice, in, pull up a loop, yarn over through the first 2, yarn over through the next 2, yarn over through the last 2. But once you've been doing it a while and you've got the hang of the other stitches, you tend to you can do it a lot quicker. Not that it's a race, but you know what you're doing and how you're doing it. So you'll pick up little ways of doing it yourself. It won't always look the same as mine. The finished product will, but the way I do hold my yarn and hold my needle, hook even I should say, is different from other crocheters I know. And the more you do it, the better you will get at it. Your stitches may be really loose when you first start, and then you learn how to hold the yarn a different way and you'll find they might tighten up. So I'm just going to carry on like so. So you've got these ones here that were the first ones we did that are really small. Then you've got the next ones here that are a little bit taller, and then these ones that are very tall. So I'm just going to carry on to the end now. You can pause and go back and look and keep practicing whichever one you want. That's fine, like you don't have to follow me through the whole thing, and then when you want to advance you can just skip forward to find the part you need. I'm just trying to make sure that I've got everything basic in here. So that's great. I did mess up there. I did a different stitch there because I wasn't paying attention. But what I'm going to show you now is how to do a slip stitch. So that's more if you're working in rounds or in squares. Slip stitch. It's more if you're working in circles or squares. And to do a slip stitch, say you want to join this part here to this part here in a circle. So what you would do at this point is go into the first V shape with your hook, so you'd have it like a U shape. And then what you want to do is go over and pull through both. and that leaves you with a circle shape. Okay, so I'll show you that again. So you've got your chain here like this. What you want to do is yarn in through that first loop, so you've got a U, and you want to yarn over and around the back and pull through both of those loops. And that is connected now. So that is how you would do a slip stitch, okay? Like that. So the next thing would be how to cast off. Alright, say this is all you needed for something and you want it to finish, but you don't want it to come loose. So what you're going to want to do is chain one and pull up so that it's like this. And then you're going to want scissors and to cut that there. Okay, so don't cut it too short, otherwise it will come loose. So what you then want to do is carefully pull this part through this loop and pull it tight. And then you can snip this off here. And this then won't come loose. That's going to stay like that now unless I cut here. Okay. So, yeah. If I show you that again, if I can. So after you've done your, this isn't going to work now, is it? When you've done your chain one, you want to pull your loop up like this, and you want to pull the end bit through here and pull it tight. Okay, so that's your basics. If you can make a square, you can make a blanket with those basics. I will do more tutorials soon on where to go when you've managed to grasp these. But yeah, if you enjoyed this tutorial and you think that it's helped you to grasp the basics of crochet, then please give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. And leave any comments down below of any other tutorials you might like to see or any questions you may have. Thank you for watching.